Hello there, beautiful internet. Okay, let me stop this music. Didn't realize the volume was so high. Let's put something like 50. Okay. So this is a new game. It's called, well, not new, but it's X3 Farnham's Legacy, which is a free DLC, let's call it, but it is its own game. But you get it for free if you own the X3 Terran Conflict and Albion Prelude. Anyway, in my opinion, X3 is the best series in the franchise as it stands because it has so much flexibility, and even though it's old, it's just it's just crazy what the modders did with it. And if you're new to the X series game and you haven't seen this game before, highly recommend you to try it. I recommend you start with X3 and not go with X1 and 2. X1 has 3 games, I think. I mean, 3 variations with their own DLC and so on. But the idea is that X1 and X2 didn't have mouse support, or it had very limited mouse support, and I think you'll find it extremely difficult to play. But in essence, they're also very good games, although I see X3 as the pinnacle of the previous 2 versions. Then there is the horrible X Rebirth, which everybody hates, including the developers. I understand what they were trying to do. They were trying to kind of go to the X2 story kind of thing, but it failed miserably. But it's not necessarily a bad game, X Rebirth, but it's just really dull. Then, based on the engine that they built on the X Rebirth, they made X4, X Foundations, which is good. I hear a lot of good things about it. I haven't got it. But like all X games, it has a rough start, lots of bugs to iron. People still have performance issues, so I haven't jumped there yet. Though, from what I hear, it is impressive in terms of mechanics, but there is still a lot to. They can still do better. So I'm still waiting maybe 1 or 2 years until they figure out everything they wanted to do in that game, and then and in that game they have freaking cockpits. I don't know why they don't want to add cockpits to this game. Like they had it in X2, they had it in X Rebirth, but they don't want to add it here. You can get some mods to incorporate the interface for cockpits, but just a little nag of mine. So they had to make this as its own thing because just like Albion Prelude was, because they incorporated new mechanics which I think were not compatible with the previous 2 versions of the game. But basically it's the same game as Albion Prelude and um, Terran Conflict in the sense of ships and fighting styles and so on, but it adds a whole new layer of mechanics and, from what I understand, some new areas or a new map system. I haven't played it yet. We shall see together. Important things to notice. Well, these are the options, all the options that we can access, of course. And oh my god, you have another set of options before you start the game in a launcher, but don't get too crazy because they're like the interface is a maze. It's very difficult to traverse, in my opinion. Just a second, let me check something. Okay, so let's look at what we have here. We have a new game, and they introduced tutorials, which never existed in the other X. I mean, there is a tutorial in the previous X games, but it's just incorporated directly, and it's a glance through what you can do. It's very difficult. Although, don't get scared. the tutorial is just a very subtle way to introduce you to the game, but you have an encyclopedia incorporated within the game, so you don't have to look for answers outside the game. You can find everything within the game um, information. We shall go over that. And interestingly enough, they introduced custom or modified, and you can customize how your difficulty you want to do, like the starts modifier game. All storylines and achievements are disabled, obviously. And in custom Galaxy, I actually you have some interface menus where you can set up these things, and this wasn't there before. I've seen it in mods, and I want to highlight two mods that actually free mods, but they're all stacked on top of each other. So I think that this game was inspired by those mods. So the first one is Light Cube, which introduced faction wars and a new faction called OCV that starts to invade the systems, and it's more like sandbox, so you don't have a story. Then comes Mayhem Free, which has the story incorporated, and it is like a very long tutorial on how to build your own industry and how to automate it and how to wage wars and make relationships, which we will find a lot of references in this version of the game. And then the third mod, which build so Mayhem is built on top of Light Cube, so you need Light Cube as a dependency, and then comes 0 Hour, which is built on Mayhem, so you need Light Cube, Mayhem, and then 0 Hour, and that brings even more refined settings that make the mod even better. But that is only for Albion Prelude at the moment. This update came today, and it was announced 4 days ago, and I was like, what the hell? I was prepared to buy it, and they say, oh, it's free. I was like, wow, awesome. And I've looked a bit into the information. There is a lot to cover, but I won't try to go into too much detail. A collection of tutorials to help you learn the game. I think we'll start with this. But before we do, let's go into the intro and see what the intro is all about. And keep in mind that this is an old game, the graphics are outdated.
We are minutes away from this historic moment when the
And
USC
it's a
Winter
bit,
Blossom starts its voyage into the
I don't know,
unknown.
funky.
Earlier today, in an interview with the mission commander, Renee Farnham, he told us how excited the crew was to explore what lies beyond the gate
I think
and
the
to put
lips
humanity on the
don't
path to a
sync
better
because
understanding of
the
the
game
Earth.
was
The
originally
prospects
designed
of
for
encountering
Germans.
aliens are high, said Dr. Elaine
So I
Seck, one
think
of the
they're
biology
originally speaking in
specialists on
German
board.
with the lip
She
sync.
claims that it will make us rethink our place in the cosmos. We know that our gate's connected to others, built by an alien civilization. But who are they? What are they like? Do we want to meet them? Find out here after the break. This is Julian Kane reporting live for USC News.
And this is not necessarily connected to the story of Albion Prelude and Terran Conflict, but I think those help. I highly recommend you get the whole X-Ray series.
Incoming message.
This is Maya from Argon Heavy Transport 42 calling Argon Heavy Transport 43. Shinji, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. What's up? The next check-in isn't due for another 2 hours.
I just got a strange message. It says we need to change our route because of a gate malfunction.
What do you mean? Gates don't malfunction. It must be another hoax to make us take the long route and miss out on the bonus.
Ha, good point. Taking their credits will be doubly sweet.
This is footage from the game.
Maya, are you seeing this? The gate.
Oh.
you hear me? Maya?
Oh, and you have controller support, which is really nice if you love controllers. So let's start a new game. Let's go with the tutorials. I'm really curious how the tutorials feel like. So, oh, flight school, obviously. Advanced combat. And it's only teaching you about combat, but the game is so much more complicated because it has industry, it has economics, it has relationships, I mean, diplomacy. Um, it has various styles of missiles to counteract other missiles. So many systems within this game. But let's start with the flight school, which is easy. The controls will be a little bit difficult to get used to, but you have options to change those to your heart's desire, though I think it's better to learn the default ones.
Argon, Flight School, Buster.
Okay, I don't know what this is. Why am I seeing this mesh? Interesting. Okay, we need to start talking to this guy. So you can click on ships and you have options. If you can't move, you can shoot with right click, and if you click normal and drag, you have like this, or you can press space and you can move like so. And I'll show you more settings later on that you could change. But first we select this and we press C. Learn this shortcut, it's so easy for your life afterwards. We can also
The Argon Buster was once the pride of the Argon
find
fleet
information about
and
the
was
ships.
instrumental in the Argon victory in the Xenon conflict. However, during the Boron campaign, it was superseded by the Argon elite.
Yes, so you have some history about each ship every time you go into their information. Then you have a lot of information here. Don't get scared by it, it's really useful. And all of this information can help you in combat. These are upgrades. No, these are missiles, sorry. I'm not sure if this ship has upgrades. These are compatible lasers. And you also have how many lasers you can install, how many you have on number of bays. But this one is a small ship. Other bigger ships tells you how many you can install on the sides, top, under, front, back. It can get wild. You can also carry marines and deploy them. You can board other ship with marines or board spaceships, space stations. Sorry. You can carry cargo, but cargo also applies to missiles. And you can also transfer people, do like taxi driving if you really wish to get missions like those. You have generic missions. You can carry stuff from one place to another and sell it from buy it where it's cheap and sell it where it's more expensive. And many types of ship classes. It's crazy how much it can go into depth. They have some new things here like the achievements, which wasn't there before, empire management, which is really cool. You couldn't manage your empire so easily before. Diplomacy, which is an interesting new concept here in this game. I've seen it in the mods that I said earlier. Your property, your pilot status. Here you can check. This was initially where you could check your diplomacy with the races, but now they done a specific. Oh, and I'm an Argon citizen. Interesting. Well, you can also check. This is like a small
After
preview.
buying this license, pilots are accepted as members of the police force
Oh,
by
I can
all
buy
space
my license
stations
here.
and
Interesting.
factories in the Argon territory. They are automatically paid for every elimination of outlawed ships.
Yeah, bounty hunting, really awesome. But you have to buy it. It's not expensive, but you need to have some notoriety with them. Interesting. Now, other things. We can look at the map. This is the sector map. This is the world map. Right now we only have one sector here. But there can be many that are interlinked and so on. We shall see. And you can also search them if you really want to. What else? What else? This is for the jump drive if you want to jump between sectors, but you need specific things to do that, like a jump drive first of all, so you need to buy components for your ship, and this applies to every ship. You can automate this later on, but we shall see. This one is like the target that we have selected, and we can have the comms and whatever. We can also have autopilot to follow or to attack. And we can also locate and display on monitor if we want to monitor. This shows us the spaceship that we're looking at if we really want to check this out. This one I forgot what this button does. Let's see. I'm curious, did they update? No, they did not. I was curious if they updated the model. Also, you cannot turn with the mouse. This is really weird, so you'll have to use the keypads, the numbered ones. And if you want to accelerate, you press tab. If you want to decelerate, you press backspace, or you roll slowly with your mouse wheel. You can change these things. F1, F2, F3 changes the views. And if you press the 0 key, it changes perspective. You can go into cinematic view. You can even go and see the ship that you're looking at. Zoom in, zoom out, obviously. But it is a bit difficult to not use the mouse for this, although it's manageable. It's not impossible. Okay, let's go back into our ship. This way we can also capture abandoned ships, or we can also jump into a ship. Let's see, Shift E. Okay, now let's go see where our guy is. Where is the arrow? No, where did he disappear? We can look here, we can select him, and you can also select the target.
Argon, flight school,
and
Buster.
let's go autopilot follow,
activated.
just to get an idea. And you have setup. You have to press J, and it speeds up time. Actually, it doesn't speed up time. It slows the universe around you, and you speed up. Anyway, so they have a ship like ours. We're just gonna open a communication.
Is there something I can help you with?
Yes, and you have these options, like you can ask them to surrender, ask them information where is the nearest shipyard or nearest equipment dock. The shipyard is where you buy ships. The equipment dock is where you buy components and weapons and what have you. I think you can repair the ship in both of them, I'm not sure. So what are you offering?
Would you like to learn the basics of flying?
Yes.
Good. If you want to stop at any time, then just tell me. You can contact me through the comm menu. Let's cover the basics first. Movement. Accelerate to 10 meters per second by pressing the acceleration key.
It doesn't tell you which is the X. Why is it X? It's tab.
Now slow down.
Oh yeah, X and Z is like if you want to do it without the mouse.
If you hold the decelerate button, you will reverse. Reverse to minus 5 meters per second.
There we go.
Good, you've got it. Move towards my ship.
Where is your ship? This is the strafing, WASD. It's really interesting and basic. Oh, come on. I moved towards
Very
your
good.
ship. Don't bump into them, you have like... you can explode.
I have ejected a crate. It's next to me. Try to target it. Very good. Now target me and open the communication menu.
Argon.
Is there something I can help you with?
Hello.
That's the way. This is a main form of interaction with objects. You can command ships, request docking permissions, or ask for directions by opening up the communication menu.
Yes.
Try docking at this station.
Military outpost.
To dock, you have to press Shift D.
Docking granted. Autopilot activated.
Let's activate this. They added some new interface things as well, but I think you have to buy some components or something. I didn't figure how to activate those. Oh, come on. You can manually do it, but I think autopilot should do it easier. Sometimes they have to go around. Come on. Find the docking one. There we go. Actually, doing it manually is a little tricky and difficult if you're not experienced, so do it. And usually most people just do it with autopilot.
Successfully docked.
On behalf of our president and senator, the Argon Federation welcomes you aboard.
Thank you.
Connection to local trading network established.
Good. Now we have a bunch of
At
options here.
stations, you will be able to trade goods, look for missions, and upgrade ships. Now undock from the station.
Before we undock, let's see. If we press C, we can talk to these people.
Welcome to the information station. How can I be of service?
You want something?
But generally you have like these
What's
guys
fighting you?
that give you the same options.
Is there something I can help you with?
I think she's she's information station, okay. Then you have the trading menu. Bartering also. This is kind of like, I'm not sure if it's like the black market or something, but you can find things here that are a little bit cheaper than at the trading station. If you press D, you have, but you do not have all of these things. So if you go into bartering, it's what you have here. It's in this case, it's somebody selling 235 energy cells. But I cannot because this is the tutorial, so we can't do anything. But some of them also, this guy is buying mosquito missiles, so probably he's buying it at a better price. And this is Helen Kepler. Is he on this? No. Then you can go to trading, and you have like these are marines.
A marine is a simple creature. Feed it and tell it what.
Yes, like to attack and whatever. Then you have weapons, items. This is the enforcement license, goods, advanced
After buying-
satellites. If you wait enough, it will tell you everything about each thing.
The
Shields.
trike-like scanner increases the Gravidar scanner range
Yes, we
by a
would need
factor of
equipment.
3.
You can find it at stations, but not all the
technology
advanced ones. Sorry if I'm speaking over her. Landed ships. You can see who else is landed. In my case, it's only my enhanced elite, which is me. But you can have other ships, and here you can also select and maybe go into give it commands, or you can hop into the other ship if you really wish. There are other ways to go
Ladies
into
and
your ships.
gentlemen, station administration would like to remind you to keep children away from the airlocks.
Yes. It's really nice. Sometimes you hear it's like Egosoft wants to thank you for buying their games. It's like, this is such a nice thing to say. Okay, if we want to undock, we just press undock or press Shift Shift T. I forgot. Or enter.
Let's try some combat runs. Move towards my ship.
Are we doing all of the things at once?
Argon, flight school, Buster.
Shields, weapons, reactors. I'm not sure if this is supposed to show, but well, whatever. This is the tutorial.
ejected another crate close by. Try shooting it.
Okay, that's easy. Click.
Debris.
And now we just shoot it. We have like this helper. You can select this and you can go on if you want to go automated, and it just selects automatically. And you just shoot in the general direction. Or you can go off and you try to figure it where it is, but I'm gonna go with semi because I like semi. So I'll just shoot like this.
Towards my ship. I've ejected another crate close by. You can use missiles too. Target a crate, select a missile, and launch.
To select a missile, we have to go over here, install a missile. We only have a
Mosquito missile installed.
And if we're gonna press F and go at the mosquito missile, we can find some information about it. We can also eject it or uninstall
The
it.
mosquito missile is the most commonly used light missile in space combat.
Requires a target, maximum damage, speed, range, requires not a right, Argon, tells you which is compatible with. I don't think this was it before here. And tells you where it is. Oh, that's nice. I'm not sure if this follows the target, but we shall see. I think shooting the missile was L.
Try to target it. Look at your shield indicator. If you are hit, your shields will reduce. Once your shield energy is depleted, your hull will start to take damage. Shields will regenerate automatically. Hull will not. Be careful, as there are some weapons which are designed to bypass shields, lower shields, or disrupt systems. Well done. I think you have the basics. You will pick up the rest as you go.
Oh, thank you. It couldn't hit here because the target is too small. So I suppose we have to do the rest
Military
here.
outdocking autopilot
Actually, I don't have to
off.
do anything. Just press.
You are talking to the automated interaction system.
And let's talk
Make
to
your
this one.
request.
Is there something I can help you with?
I would like to try the ring race tutorial. Interesting. Okay, pilot, we have made. Oh, he's not shielding. Some ships available for you to try. They are docked at the military outpost. Feel free to take any of you like to try them out. Should you finish the course and want to try again, just contact me.
Docking denied.
Why? Oh.
Docking granted.
Oh, look, that's a
Autopilot
big ship.
activated.
One thing I didn't like about X4 is like they make the capital ships seem so small, and here all the ships are just massive. Look at this. And I'll show you for perspective later on how massive they are.
Successfully docked.
Okay.
On behalf of our president and senator, the Argon
Oh.
Federation welcomes you aboard.
We can use any
Connection
ship we
to
like.
local trading network established.
So these are M5s, these are scouting ships, these are M4s, these are more the general ships. M3s are the heavy fighters. Then you have your Centaur. I love Centaurs, they're really nice. They're an M6. I forgot what they are exactly. These are capital ships and these are destroyers.
Attention! Today there is a sale in the hardware shop on level 9. Don't miss the special offers.
So in order to get in here, you have to go to advanced and press change ship, or you can just simply click on it and press X. And if you want to go out, we just go out.
Autopilot off.
This is our ship. A really nice ship. And on this one, you can control. Well, I'm not sure if we have anything. Ah, we do have installed things. On capital ships, you cannot control things like this. You have to give AI to certain what are they called? To certain turrets. The boron one looks really nice. So let's just compare for dimension size. How big is a capital ship and how big is this destroyer? Okay, maybe I don't want to just bump into it. So just as an idea, this is the destroyer, this is the capital ship. It's pretty huge. And imagine that our ship was much smaller than the destroyer. So yeah, really cool. I suppose you're done with the tutorial. Don't worry about this grid and stuff, it's not in the game. I don't know exactly why it's here, but well, whatever.
Saving is only possible when docked at a station or by using salvage insurance.
Very important information. Okay, let's go to quick game for now. And I wonder, did the tutorial cover everything? Medium scenario with several... Oh, actually no. Basic scenario with a few enemy... easy enemies to familiarize yourself with combat. Let's try this. And once you have other ships with you, you can put them in a wing and start fighting with them. I don't like this grid.
We welcome your arrival. You pick right moment. I search for a pilot who fights with honor. The mission will be easy for the likes of you.
Where are you?
Enemies will be present during your journey.
I think he's the only one. Oh, there he is.
Xenon N.
Oh, a Xenon. That's a nice ship. Yeah, this one don't have the M class. They have NQP. You'll see. Ah, I love these namings. So he's 25 kilometers away. Let's speed up time a bit. Oh, there's two of them. 4. Okay, that's a little bit intimidating for newcomers.
Target is now in firing range.
Hey,
Alert. Missile closing. Alert. Missile closing.
okay, we need to be careful with missiles.
Xenon N.
We don't have an anti-missile at the moment.
Attention. Energy low.
Oh no, we're having too much energy drain. So we took down the shields. Ouch, we taken some damage, but we have the shields, so it's okay. Oh, where did you go? Don't you go away. They also regenerate shields. Also, they're a bit faster than me. No. This is easy? That's crazy. But actually it is easy.
Alert. Missile closing.
Yes. Missiles. Ouch.
On behalf of our president and senator, the Argon Federation thank you for your help with this invader. As
Okay.
a reward, you get 500 credits.
You are being promoted.
Autopilot attack.
Activated.
You
You have
can-
gained recognition.
Set up that command if you want. So we don't have to play at this
You are
moment. We
being
just
promoted. Xenon N.
once you set it up, it automatically attacks everything in vicinity. But sometimes it just turns and turns and turns. Although we have better shields, so we'll be alright. And the AI isn't bad. It's actually doing a better job than me. I'm rusty. Combat was never my greatest suit in this game. It's so nice to just look at the monitor. It's like, oh, look at my ship fighting on its own. That's so nice. Why are there so many gates there? Oh, come on, destroy it.
You have performed an excellent job. There is no more time. That's it.
You have gained recognition.
Yeah, you gain
Autopilot off.
recognition if you attack enemies of your friends. Or enemies of your enemies. You can also gain recognition that way. And also they drop stuff.
Rapier missile.
Nice. We can get a missile. Ah, you have to although catch it.
Cargo bay now contains Rapier missile.
And we can install it. Some you can't install.
Rapier missile installed.
What's that? Another rapier missile.
Military outpost. Mosquito missile
Oh,
installed.
Okay, I shot that one. And if you're gonna shoot... Oh, it didn't reach? I suppose they destroyed it or something, or it destroyed itself. Depends. You can lose reputation. Anyway, let's go back to the tutorial again. I'm just curious. Advanced scenario with many enemies to familiarize yourself with advanced combat. Let's just try it. I'm just curious if I'm gonna get a new ship. But it's nice that the game lets you kind of try out the mechanics. Oh yeah, we get a new ship.
We welcome your arrival. You pick right moment.
I'm in a
and search
boron
for
ship.
A pilot who fights with honor. The mission could be hard for the likes of you. Enemies will be present during your journey.
Ooh, I have. This
Mosquito
is
missile installed.
This is crazy. This is a missile boat, so you can just destroy
Xenon
everything. You have to kind of look how much. What's the distance? So it's 18 kilometers, 74 kilometers. These are better for bigger ships, but they do a lot of damage. And they're kind of slow. These ones, Dragonfly missiles, are faster, but they need to be in 18 kilometers. How much is the distance? 31. So who are we fighting? Oh, it's another Sinon? Oh, there is a big one in the background there. Okay, okay, let's shoot. See what happens. Why can't I shoot? Oh, I did shoot. But they're small. That's why we cannot see them. We can barely see them. Because we're such a fat ship. There they go. This mesh is kind of getting in the way. Let's see if we can... One missed, but they're gonna turn around. Maybe they will... There we go.
President and Senator, the Arkham Federation thank you for your help.
And let's
with this
look at the
invader.
big one.
As a reward, you get 500 credits.
You are being promoted. You have gained the P.
I was sure it was a P. Look at this beauty. I love Ps. Although we have to kind of be in its vicinity. Let's change our missiles. Let's go to the Typhoon.
Typhoon missile installed.
But the important thing is to be as close as possible because you can... These are slow, so we need... Even though they travel a long distance, it's better to be closer so you can attack them before they destroy the missiles. So you have your turrets that fire automatically. As you can see, quite a lot of them, fortunately. And you can even control them. You can just press Shift C and tell your turrets to command all turrets to attack. But attack like missile defense, attack my target, attack fighter, attack target. So there's quite... Oh, what's this?
Xenon
Q?
K.
Oh, it's a K. Oh, this is not as intimidating as it
Xenon P. You are being promoted.
12 kilometers.
You have gained recognition.
Okay, let's see what happens if we're gonna shoot this. Did I shoot it?
You are being promoted.
I did. They're slow. They're very slow. And I'm very slow. Everything's slow. Let's see if they destroy it or if they hit the target. If they hit the target, it's gonna be devastating. I'm not sure if it's gonna destroy it.
On behalf of our President and Senator, the Argon Federation thank you for your help with this invader. As a reward,
Oh, we
you
are
get
huge.
500
We're a
credits.
whale. Look at that beauty coming towards them. Okay, let's see what happens here. They also have missiles, so... I'm gonna be closer. Let's shoot a few of them. There we go. Come to Papa. That's bad. That missile is really bad.
Xenon P.
Yeah. You won't do anything to me. I'm more interested in that K over there. I'm not sure if that can carry anything. They're trying to chip away our shields, but this ship is a monster.
Xenon M.
Not my favorite, but they're still pretty cool.
Banshee missile. You have gained recognition.
Oh, poor ships are trying to attack me. They have no chance. Okay, let's go towards this one.
Xenon K.
The Big Daddy. And let's shoot some of these beautiful Typhoon missiles. Oh, I'm not shooting them. You have a cooldown, so you can't shoot non-stop. I'm gonna try to send a few. See what's gonna happen. Look at this beauty! How many they're going there, haha. And now let's look at this guy panicking, seeing this barrage of missiles coming towards them. They're gonna try to shoot them down, but there's so many. Some are more difficult to shoot. Yeah, we are doing damage. Should steer a little bit to the side. It has quite a bit of shielding on it. And we have quite a bit of shielding, but I'm gonna throw you more things. Now let's angle our ship to the side, so we go under the belly. Oh, look at this beauty. You're gonna go down. We took some damage, obviously, but I'm not concerned. Take some more missiles, please. There you go. More. Yeah. There we go. Our shields are almost gone. But we'll deplete our complement of missiles.
2 gigajoule shield damage.
Ah, well, what can we do?
Boost alert. Missile closing.
Oh,
Ion
damn.
cannon damage.
Yeah, that's not gonna do anything to us. I hope. Well, we destroyed it.
Typhoon missile damage.
Well, these ones are not, the mosquito ones are not worth.
Jump drive destroyed.
Goodbye.
Performed an excellent job.
Yeah, if they destroy your components, you have to rebuy them. I think. Nice. And we have one. Now let's look at the damage. We can click here. No, where was it? Here? Current ship, yeah.
This boron
Oh, I
destroyer
always
is
hated this.
fast,
The sun goes
maneuverable.
through the UI for some reason. You have to turn the ship. Excuse me while I turn the ship. So my current
This
ship.
boron destroyer is fast, maneuverable, and despite the boron's
These are our
peaceful
weapons.
nature, very deadly. It is heavily armed, and its weapons are complemented with powerful
Compatible
shield
built-in
generators.
components. These come with the ship. And I think we've lost some of these things. I'm not sure if the extensions we have to repair or we have to rebuy them. I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember. You can also upgrade your speed, your maneuverability, your freight size, and so on and so forth. Get better shields. This game is very complex if you get into it. Highly recommend that you try it. But I'm curious, how big am I next to the ship? Small, sorry. Yes. Just for reference. Yes, that is me, that is the ship. So let's go towards the ship. Which is pretty far by the way.
Ray.
Oh, I can enter the ship from this distance, that's nice. But let's get an idea of scale. Sorry. So yeah, if this is the scale and you see the ship, you can imagine how small everything else is. Can I? Oh, I do have set on my suit, that's nice. You can also bump and get damage, but the SETA automatically disables. Look at this beauty. Super. Oh, already we're getting out of scale. Nice. You can even see the installed weapons and so on and so forth. Let's enter the ship. So yeah, and you can also look inside the cockpit to some extent. Really cool. So yes, highly recommend you play this game. Okay, let's go into the main mission just for the sake of it and see how the mission, the space really looks like. So we're gonna go into. Oh, and I'm gonna show you a few more tricks to do afterwards. Yes. So new game. You can unlock these two things after you play the mission, the plot. Challenging sandbox just raises your difficulty and just throws you into the sandbox mode without the story, I suppose. And expanded sandbox just gives you like the standard difficulty, I suppose. And this is just story mode. Now, this is important. You can go, but there is no Terran? Oh, that's kind of... Oh, but they have a Goner. I never played a Goner. That's an interesting one. So we have three factions of human. We have Argon, not Aragon, Argon. And you start with 20,000. An advanced discoverer as a starting ship. Difficulty average, recommended. While wars are raging in the universe, it is level-headed people like you who will bring all the parties involved to the peaceful table of diplomacy. No distance too far, no burden too heavy. Peace is the only thing that matters. Teladi Courier. The Teladi. So 20,000, advanced Kestrel. Really nice ship. This difficulty is faster. Making your first million is the hardest, they say, but with a well-equipped ship and the profit hunger of a real Teladi, of course they always love money, nothing can stop you. Foreign scientists, squids. 20,000, somewhat slower, enhanced Mako. I don't really recommend Boron as a start. The Sino, a supernova, enemy forces from outside the galaxy, or even ancient intervention. Your research into the gate shutdown reveals many possible explanations. Giving up is not an option for you or the universe. I don't know why it clipped out. Split veteran. The split are awesome in my opinion. Should be a breeze. Mamba Raider. Oh, I love the Mamba Raider. Really good ship. In my opinion, Split has some of the most warlike ships. They're very fast, very maneuverable, and they don't have as many weapons as the other ships, but it shouldn't matter because if you know how to play with a split ship, you're gonna destroy everything in your path. Years on the battlefield have taught you this. Not every battle is won by shooting indiscriminately. Showing a little restraint can go a long way. Sometimes it is enough to just prepare for a perfect shot. Paranid Outcast. The Paranid are just like, bleh. They're just meh, safe. Purseless Raider. You get a little bit extra money. It's safe. You choose the way of the two-eyed and were punished with the supreme contempt of your whole race, yet you cannot deny your heritage when new challenges present themselves. I think they have 3 eyes, I'm not sure. The Terran Polar. Terral Polar, sorry. Goner, H50, money is smaller, could be challenging, of course, with a Goner Ranger. This is a scouting ship. After decades of preaching the story of Earth, the events of recent years have left a mark on you, but all is not lost. Even in these dark days, there is hope for peace in the universe. This is basically the pirate version. They're Yaki. Well, they're kind of human, but not necessarily. They have all sorts of races in the Yaki. Well, actually, Yaki is its own race, but whatever. Intriguing as difficulty, Susanova prototype, which is a good ship, a target and a gun. No questions asked. That's your maxim. However, with the universe falling apart, you become curious as to whether other ways may be more satisfying. Yeah, interesting. Everybody would hate you if you start like this. Teladi is a good starting. I mean, you're not addressed as a human or a Teladi or anything like that. But this is basically just the ship that you're starting with. The Kestrel is a good ship, but I'm gonna go with the Advanced Discoverer because this is the standard. I like Argon. Argon have nice. Terran are better, in my opinion. Terran is the best race in the game. Good ships, amazing design, really slick design actually, and they have like some good synergies between the ships. Split also have that, but they kind of fall in certain areas. So you're better with Terran is good all around. Argon have their good ships, but not all are so great. They're so-so. So if I would have to rank it, I would say Terran first, then Split, or it can be interchangeable. Split can also be better than Terran in some situations. Then you have Argon, then I think Teladi. I'm not sure. These ones, the Yaki usually are last. And Boron, yeah, we can give a better score than Yaki. And usually the Gunners have just pacifying ships. They don't have weapons on board and so on. Traditionally, I don't know here, but you can get some really good. There is like the best ship in Albion Prelude was from the Gunner, but you have to do a special mission. And they have the best ship, the carrier ship that carries capital ships, if you can imagine. And it has a really large cargo bay. It's like the best ship ever, but it doesn't have any weapons, so keep that in mind. And can easily die if you don't know how to maneuver it. So yeah. So Argon official. You also get these random codes at the beginning. They're nice.
We are minutes away from this historic moment when the UN.
Yeah, we've seen this.
Warning, jump drive failed. Entering system, unknown sector. Alert, ship systems malfunctioning. System check. Autopilot damaged. Conventional engine working. Weapon systems working. Shields working. Duplex scanner not working. Jump drive destroyed. Data storage device broken. Remote connection lost.
If our jump drive is destroyed, we cannot jump.
The Argon Discoverer, compared to other ships in the Argon fleet, is relatively young. It is armed with 2 lasers, is light, versatile, and very maneuverable.
Yeah, we'll have to get... if they're getting destroyed, we have to buy them. If they get damaged, we have to repair them. Good. Do we have any missiles? We do not have any missiles. We only have some impulse ray emitters. They're not bad, but whatever. Now, before we start the game, do these things, in my opinion. Go into graphics, make sure that... Well, actually, everything here is okay from my point of view. Gameplay. I would recommend that you go to 10x on SETA. Automatically disable SETA in menu, no. That's horrible. But usually it gets disabled many times. It's gonna be a pain to play with SETA in the vanilla version. Whatever. Factory, okay, okay. Default external view, whatever. You can play with that. This shows you the missions that are generically created. Now, this is important. Run the game in the background. Yes. Because if you're going to have... if you want to develop your economy, you want to let the game play in the background, and you just park somewhere and relax in a station, and your ships do all of your work.
We are being hailed.
Please, urgent assistance required.
Yes, Boron, I shall come. And then you can do whatever. You get a lot of money passively, you know. Autosave stations. If you're not sure, then say yes. But usually I just disable it. I save manually. Show warp tunnel. I like it. Personally, I enable it. It's just a gimmick. Confirmation on eject. Yeah, you don't want to jump out in a battle by accident. No. Disable no. Numerical shields. Yes or no. It just changes here. Hide sidebar in cursor follow mode. Yes, and I'll show you what this does. When we are like this, if I press space, then the sidebar just disappears from there, and it gives us more of a view. If I press Shift H, it just shows the without the hood. And personally, I love how the game looks without the HUD. Because like if you're flying through the universe and just listening to the music and it's so relaxing, it's just super awesome. You feel like you're flying into nothingness. And it's just epic. It's a journey, if you want to call it like that. We can also go like so. Maybe like so. And do the cinematic view. I really love it. I don't know, it's a feature that I really love it. Old game, but superb mechanics in my opinion. Okay, let's see what this is all about. Now,
Triplex scanner.
we need a triplex scanner, don't we? The orange thing is just showing me what the mission is. Oh, come on, come on, come on. I have to slow down so I can get it correctly. Ah, I hate when this happens. You have to kind of aim under it. Not too much. Jeez.
Cargo bay
Yes.
now contains triplex scanner.
We will get like a thing
Energy
that
cells.
we can collect them directly without flying into them, but this happens later. We need some energy cells. If we get a jump drive, we need to jump with energy cells.
Cargo bay now contains energy cells. Energy cells.
More energy cells.
Cargo bay now contains energy cells. Energy cells.
Oh, come on.
Energy cells.
That's all? What else do we have? If you want to see what you have here, mosquito missiles. Well, I'm gonna get all of the energy cells. And in encyclopedia, I think you can see survival guide. Like you have everything in the encyclopedia. Right now it just shows you make all items as seen. Oh no, well, sorry. So it teaches you everything that you have uncovered and you can read about it here. The survival guide tells you about agents, dynamic relationships, discovering points, exploration, how to relay beacons, production, upgrade service. It's a lot, trust me. Cargo bay hacker. I didn't know this one. This is interesting. You can hack cargo bays now. That's cool. Missile defense software. This will become in handy later, but it's only for bigger ships, not for us. This ship is just I really want to play this. Okay, I'm gonna just
Autopilot
fly
at
to it. Ah, nah, never
autopilot
mind.
off.
Need to autopilot. No, no, no. This ship is destroyed. This big one. Oh, come on.
Cargo bay now contains energy cells.
Yes, yes, energy cells.
Cargo bay now contains energy cells.
I want.
Mosquito missile.
Yeah, I want this mosquito. We never know what we run into. Missiles are a lot of fun.
Cargo bay now contains mosquito missile.
Good.
Ship debris.
Now, first things first. If you're going to... Let's actually look at something.
The Argon Discoverer, compared to other ships in the Argon fleet, is relatively young. It is armed with 2 lasers, is light, versatile, and very maneuverable.
We do not have... I thought I had some saves available, because you can only save at certain stations, but I thought I had some... Do I have any saves? I'm gonna do one here. You need salvage insurance to do saves. Okay, so we had salvage insurance. I'm not sure exactly where. Oh, I think in the freight. Yeah, we have 9 salvage insurance because I already used one. So you have to buy those in order to save in space.
Nikono Fune.
Let's look at this ship. It's a small scouting ship. Barely has any weapons. We have to get closer in order to enable the comms. You can also mine asteroids, lots of things. Like basically what you would expect in an MMO. But it's single player. I think we can enable it.
What do you require?
One, you hailed. Need assistance?
Do you know what's going on here by any chance?
I have no idea. I was on my way to visit one of my stations. I flew through the jump gate as normal and somehow found myself stranded here. My ship seemed to have taken some damage. All my data is gone and I can't get in contact with any of the other assets.
That sounds familiar.
What do you mean?
You're not the first. Apparently everyone has been stranded here. I programmed my ship's computer to jump to my favorite plankton place, as I had 100 times before. But instead of arriving in Menelance's oasis, I ended up here with half my ship's systems destroyed. Now I am desperately trying to decide whether I should queue up for one of the few docking places at a station nearby, or fly west to find the research stations some pilots have been talking about. I'm just looking for some answers as to what kind of anomaly brought us here, and how we can leave.
Well, we'll have to go to the station, obviously. I'd certainly like to get some answers. I have a business to run and can't waste my time being stranded here. Well, we'll be stranded here for a while, I suppose.
Then I'll continue trying to get a docking slot in the sector nearby. If you find out more, please feel free to visit me there.
What docking slot? Okay, good luck. Oh, we can fly through that gate. Interesting. Let's see if we have any other things around here. Nikonofune. Okay, let's go.
Autopilot activated. Docking denied.
Oh, sorry, not docking. And now, it's a good time to talk about this. If you want to change the controls, you have a lot. You have to create a profile, obviously, if you want to make it custom. And the controls here, these are not the controls actually, these are the controls. Controls automatically level out. No. I think it's much better if you just let things just be random. It looks so much more organic. Automatically center view. No, I mean, this is for the joystick more or less. But yeah, actually this is for the joystick. I'm stupid. Interface. This is a very important one, in my opinion. You can set up a lot of things here. And you can also save the game with Control S, Control L, blah blah blah. You know the spiel. What I am interested in, for example, delete character, backend, blah blah blah, sector. Where is it? Oh, actually it's in game. So you have some that are not bound. So launch missile, all missiles, launch fighter drones, launch missile barrage, turrets on off. You can set this if you want more control over some things, and you should set them out. But this come later. Lock throttle and so on. Brake on reverse. Brake and reverse. This is like a fast handbrake, whatever. Switch gravitar modes. Not interested. What I am interested, target, this is good if you want to protect against missiles. Target nearest enemy, shifty, this is important to know. And you have various types of target. Target, this is a new thing, and I think we'll have to buy the LF. I'm not sure, toggle. Let's go with, I don't know, add control, shift Z. Apply. Navigation.
Transorbital accelerator. The
I'm almost
Void.
next to the...
Zeta.
Where is the autopilot though? This one you'll have to set up later, the unfocused jump. This is important. Activate turbo booster. This comes later. Yes, I'm just gonna give it custom. Okay, let's jump. Because it will disable my menu.
Entering the Void.
Oh, it didn't
Zeta.
show the tunnel? Interesting. I mean the void. I want to set one more thing. Also, don't stand in the gate, because somebody else can come in the gate and just knock you out. What we want to do is also set up the auto attack. So I was looking for that. Oh, I still have to go through that.
Autopilot off.
Let's see what we have here. We have a boron, and I see some stations here. They're mining stations. Okay, let's go back to our settings. Flight controls, weapons. But where is... Oh, Shift A. Toggle autopilot, switch gravitar. But where is... the auto attack? That is what I do not know. Action, navigation, my mission, global commands. Global commands, interesting. Complex. Okay, these are new things that I haven't tested. Recall drones, also important to have. They're not set because there's so many ways you play with the whole keyboard. So you can set some of this more customized to your liking. There is actually a black market, but on the pirate ships. Pirate space stations. Freight exchange. Well, I suppose you can do that later with jump drive, light focus, activate. So yeah, I don't know where auto attack is. That's interesting. Either I'm crazy and I don't see it. Anyway. So we have this.
Ore mine L Alpha.
And you can get a mission here. So if whoops.
You are talking to the automated
two missions.
interaction system. Make your request.
This is something related to trade, and this one is something related to research. Let's see.
What do you demand? Excellent timing. I have work of much honor for you. I seek transport on board your ship. Would you like to see more details?
No, because I'm not carrying life support, so you cannot carry them. And the other one? Hey. Oh, I'm pressing X, sorry.
You are talking.
What do you require? Your timing is perfect. We have work you may wish to consider. I require your aid in the delivery of some items. Would you wish to see the details? This is what we require. Do you wish to take the job?
But we have a time limit, and if we overcome that time limit, our reward is gonna be smaller. I don't think I have enough space for 100, or maybe I do. But it's a nice way to start, and the more missions you do, the higher the rewards and the higher the faction status you get.
Docking granted.
Oh no, I don't want to
Autopilot off.
dock. Let's go here.
Transorb autopilot activated.
Let's see where we have to go, just as an idea. And by the way, what type of ship are you?
Boron, food transporter.
We can also try to hijack and steal these things and use them for our own. We can, if you shoot, sometimes they eject out of the ship and you can take ownership over it, but I don't know the percentage of how secure that is. And you lose, obviously, status with the said faction, and they will attack you, and it's gonna be a nightmare. So yeah, do that if you're a pirate.
Entering the void. Epsilon.
Weird that the thing is disabled.
Autopilot off.
Oh, we have a nice spaceship here, space station here. Let's see what it is. If it's
Space Lab headquarters.
And who do you belong to?
Found abandoned. Little is known about this large, unique station, nor about its previous owner or owners. It does, however, bear some resemblance to other specialized stations that have been built at various times by successful entrepreneurs for use as headquarters. The advanced design of the station suggests that it may have enhanced capabilities, but the nature of these has yet to be fully determined.
Interesting. Is anybody on board? No? I can't even dock. Interesting. So these are remnant space stations.
Docking denied.
Sorry.
Transorbital accelerator. Autopilot activated.
Let's go to the next gate. This gate is huge, by the way. I don't know if we can see our ship. Oh, we already jumped. That's how small we are.
The void. Delta.
Okay, that means it's a quest.
Boron. Civil Royal Boron Research Station.
Yeah, unfortunately, in the previous games they had a different design for each race, but for some reason they chose to reuse some assets for all races.
Boron. Civilian ship.
Oh, that's a nice ship. We could have used that for our previous mission in the sector we came from.
Royal Boron Research Station. Docking granted.
Okay.
Autopilot activated.
I love mayhem. It gives you the ability to build these ships and to defend your sectors, these big stations. They're really amazing. Okay, I'm just gonna go and dock in here. And I'm gonna save.
Successfully docked.
Prometheus and the Kingdom of Boron bid you a peaceful welcome aboard.
Connection to local trading network established.
Oh, thank you. Let's do another save, and this one doesn't consume our salvage. And let's see what we have.
The next shuttle to the planet's surface will depart in 8 Misuras from gate 0. All first-class passengers, please board the shuttle from section 2 immediately.
No. Here. Okay. This is for the stations. Now I remember. Okay. So let's see what we can buy from here. We can buy advanced
This
satellites.
satellite is the next generation of advanced
Yeah, and we can see better in the sectors, even if we're not in the sector, but we still have to buy some stuff. We are upgraded, which is good, so we don't have to buy things.
This service is a
And they talk for every individual one, so now you found the best moment to. These are quite expensive, but we have 20,000 trading command software. And MK1 means that is the first version, but there's like many versions, like 3 or 4 and even 5 in some cases. And I suggest that the moment you start the game, you do some trading, and you just, the easiest thing to do is just transfer, what are they called? Energy cells. You buy them where it's cheap and you sell them, or even better, you go look for a energy cell farm. You buy them like at 11 or 12 and sell them at 16, and you'll get a nice little profit to get you starting at the beginning, and then you can look around. So basically it's like a supply chain. Sometimes, for example, quantum tubes are used for certain things. Raster oil is, I think soja husk is used for raster oil. So you can get like the raw materials and or intermediate materials and get them to the refineries that need them, and you can even get certain expensive things and sell them at certain space stations, but then you will need to get some extensions that
You are reminded that
can tell you how much profit you can make from one station to another, even if you're not in that sector. But you need to get like the advanced satellites for that to place them. Really cool thing. Stott spices. And also some of these things are illegal in some sectors, so keep that in mind, because not everything that a race produces can automatically be sold. But well, the pirates take everything, but you need to be able to land. So don't piss off the pirates too hard. Although even if they're pissed, they allow you to land in their space stations for some reason. Anyway. Weapons, mosquito missiles. They're not expensive, but we have enough. I suppose maybe I should install them. I can't install them right now. Autopilot, freight. Where is my weapons G? So we have 1 megajoule, which is very poor. And we can install the missiles here.
Mosquito missile
3
installed.
missiles. Yeah. And if you always have curiosities what you can install in here, just go into the ship information.
This type of station is credited with making some great discoveries. The facility researches everything from weapons and ships to archaeology.
Oh, but this is station information. Sorry, I meant my ship.
The Argon Discoverer, compared to other ships in the Argon,
and here it tells you number of bays, and you can also only install impulse ray emitter. So don't buy weapons that you do not need. Be careful. Always look at this information. It's very important. And these are just the missiles that are compatible with your ship. You cannot use bigger. You can put them in your cargo bay that are bigger than this.
We would like to remind visitors that dropping litter anywhere other than an approved recycling station carries an automatic 500 credit fine.
Fine. And you can carry it in your freight, but you cannot use it if it's like, I don't know, whatever, a tornado or whatever. Or a hurricane you can use, but not a tornado. I'm gonna leave this game over here as it is right now. Let's see the bartering. Maybe here we can see a better idea. So this guy is selling XL. Well, we cannot carry, our cargo is not XL. And these are pretty big, the silicon wafers. Majaglite or something like that we can carry. But right now, I think you need some... I think you need to talk to them. And they tell you how much it will cost you, like 5,700 credits. Anyway, lots of details. This game can get very in-depth and sometimes it's difficult to traverse through all of the menus. But give it enough patience and you'll learn it. It's really amazing. And it gives you so many options to play with in so many ways. You can even rule the entire galaxy, make your own empire. You can destroy factions. You can ally with them in wars. And I suppose the diplomatic options here have been improved upon, and you can have other options to. Before it was just like let's make peace, let's make war, and that's kind of it. But now maybe it gives you the ability to acquire more things.
Mind the gap.
Oh, you get negotiation discounts, acquire equipment, acquire spaceships, station blueprints, bonus notoriety gain, increase. So yeah, interesting. And espionage tasks. Launch attack, steal equipment, steal station blueprint. Oh, that's cool. And I actually don't know what this influence is. You only have Argon, Boron, and Pirates? That's all we have? I'm not sure if there are other races, other factions in this game. I mean on this map, but since I've seen that the sectors was pretty limited, perhaps we shall see. But I'm gonna leave it as it is. This is just an introduction to the game to make you guys curious. I think you guys will like this game if you're into space games and you like complexity. Well, enough about that. I'm gonna go play this off screen so I can enjoy it for myself and learn a few extra tricks. And I will be learning from the encyclopedia myself. And you guys stay awesome. Love you guys and see you in the next one. Bye 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 bye.